Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you will fit and fine at home. Today, I am going to revise all the Python commands and statements so that it will be quick recall for you. And without wasting time, I am starting with. So here, first Python programming fundamental. A Python programming called a script. Why it is called script? Because script is a sequence of definitions. Script, whatever you are writing a command statement, that is a script. And script is a sequence of definition and commands. These commands are executed by Python interpreter. These commands are executed by Python interpreter, means Python interpreter will execute it. What is interpreter? That you know, whenever you open your Python, first window that comes in an interactive mode. So it interactive mode, it execute in a line by line. So how Python works, it execute line by line command. So that's why it is called interpreter, known as a Python shell. In Python programming, data types are inbuilt. Whatever you are using, data types in a Python are inbuilt. Hence support dynamic typing. It supports the dynamic typing, and declaration of variable is not required. Any data types is not required, and memory management is automatically done. Whatever you are declaring a variable, you are assigning a value in a Python, it automatically manage the memory management. In a hard disk, automatically it manage itself. So variable, what is variable? Variables are just like a container. Container means in at home, in any places, when you want to manage any things, you need a container. So variables is a like a container that store your value. Whatever you assigning a value to the variable, it is store hold, that you can access or change. These values, these variable you can access or change. A variable has three main components. Variable have a three main components. These are identity of variable. First, identity of variable means you have to define which type of variable you want to define. Type of variable. Type means which type of variable you want to define. Value of a variable, which value you want to assign in a variable. These three components are main in a variable. So variable, what is variable? These variables are containers, just like a container. And without variable, you can't make your program. So anything you want to make, first you need something to hold it. So variables are user defined. These are a user defined. You can define a variables with the starting with the alphabet. Some rules are there, beginning with the alphabet only. You can't give a space in a variable, only you can separate with the underscore. No space can be allowed in a variable. Beginning with the alphabet, no numeric value can be used in the beginning. After you can use, after you can use, beginning no numbers, no integer can be allowed. So some rules are rules you have to follow to while declaring a variable. See, first, identity of variable means it refers to the object address of the memory. See here, this is called identity. Whenever you are declaring a variable, at the same time, in a hard disk, there is a memory space occupied by that variable. So that is called identity of variables. It refers to the object. Object means any variable, that is called object. Any variable, just like a x I have declared here. X is a object here. So address in the memory x. Whenever I am declaring a x, So at the same time, space is allocated by x. Equal is a assignment operator which is a assigning right to left. 10 is a value, x is a variable. X is called, that is a identity variable object. So assigning value, holding a value, and equal is a here. See the some difference between single equal and double equal we'll discuss later. Single equal, that is called assignment operator. Now I want to check address of the value where it is located in the memory. Then I need to type id. Id is a function method. By using id with the bracket, so we can check the address of the identity of the variable where it is stored in a memory location. Next is the data types. Type of the variables. Type of the variable. Which type of variable you want to declare? Type means data type of the variable. So whenever number, it is stored the numerical value. Python support the three built-in numeric types, which is a integer, float point numbers, and the complex number. See here, first, any value which you are assigning to the variable, it automatically decide which data type is it. So here integer, float, floating point, decimal points, and complex number, these three types support as a integer. So int, another is a int, integer function, and represent the whole number. Integer represent the whole number, that is a positive or negative. It can be positive or negative numbers. And floating points number, it represents the number with the decimal points. Any decimal points beginning with the point with the, this is called, this can be also negative and positive numbers with beginning with the minus or positive values also. So this is a float. And complex numbers, it is made of the pair. It is a pair of real number and imaginary number. See here, real number, whatever integer you are assigning to it, it is a real number, plus 5j, you will sometime you will see 5j, 5i and j, it will show, that is called imaginary part. So don't confuse, that is a imaginary, what is imaginary part. And first part is a just like a this, first part is a real number, and second part you will see 5j, 5i, that is called imaginary part. So that it is called complex number. Now next, string, that you know what is a string, which is a enclosed in a single quotation, double quotation, and triple quotation. So single quotation, that is called character type. Double quotation, that both single and double takes a string. And triple quotation, multi-line text can be combined together. So here string, it is a sequence of characters, combination of letters, numbers, and symbols. In this you can input, it is a combination of alphabet, numbers, and any symbol you can apply with the string. It doesn't show error when you apply any symbol also. It enclosed within a single quotation and double quotation. So, and if you want to input a multi-line text, that is a triple line quotation. So here RAM, this is variable name equal hello welcome to Python. Whenever I print with the print. So rem, this is a variable name, hello Python, hello welcome to Python, this that you know you have already done. So next, bool data type is there. Bool means boolean, that only display the true and false. It represents the one of the two possible value, that is only true or false. So here see the example bool underscore 1. This is a variable name. This is not a keyword. Equal 6 greater than 10. 6 is a small number, 10 is a bigger number. So if I am applying this, it will display print bool underscore 1. It will display false. See, I'll change the operator of this. 6 greater than 10. 10 is a greater than 6. So it will display true. So bool only apply with the true and false value. So next data type, that is a none, that you know. It is a special data type with a single value that can be applied only null. It is used to signify absence of the value and evaluating to the false in a situation. Any false, if you are not applying it, that will be none. If you are declaring a variable, you are not applying any value in that variable, you can write a none instead of any value. Absence of value, you can write a none. So none is a data type. Print value underscore 1. This is a value which is assigned a none. So none will be displayed. So these are a data types. Now type. Data type, it is a function. Type is a function. If you wish to determine the type of the variable, once you have declared a variable and you have assigned the value in that, so you wish to find the data type. Which type of data type is it? Type with the value or variable, both can be applied. Only here there is a no variable, only direct you can assign a value. So it will display it is a integer, class int. So data type is displaying int. So here floating value, it will display class float. And this is a string enclosed in a double quotation and it will display str. So true, it means it is a bool. Directly you can write a values in it. So it will display according to data type. Now third part, that is a value of a variable. The third components of variable, it is a value of a variable, and values are assigned to the variable using assignment operator equal. So this is a value of variable which is assigned with the equal operator. See here, marks is a variable name, equal is a assignment operator. This is a 87 is a value here. Print marks value will be displayed. So value to the variable, value of a variable means that you can assign any value to the variable. So when this is a concept of the assignment of variable to the value to the variable. So first part is called variable. Second part is a assignment operator, which is a equal we can use, and third part is a value. So right to left assignment, you have to remember it, and there should be only one variable on the left side. This side is a variable. It is also called operand operand. And when you are applying in here assignment, this is called operator and value. So here there should be only one variable on the left hand side of a assignment operator. This variable is called the left value or L value. Left value, this value is called left value or L value, and there can be any valid expression on the right hand, this side of a assignment operator. This variable is called a right value or R value. So L value equal is a assignment operator here, equal R value, this is a right value. So L value is a variable, R value is a value. So it's assigned to the left side. So multiple variable also you can assign in it. So multiple assignment, we can declare multiple variable in a single statement. See here in a Python, I am talking about another programming. We need to write a 7, 8, 9, 10, any so many lines over there, then we'll get the output. Here in a Python, we can declare single statement, single line, we can assign a value, different type of value in a variable. See, x comma y comma z comma p, these variables are separated with the comma. These are a different variables and these are a values. So first value, see, you have to see the order of the declaration of variable. This sequence you have to follow in the right side value. So first x will assign to 2, 2 will assign to x, 40 will be assigned to y, 30.5 will be assigned to z, and last string will be assigned to p. So you have to check the order of the declaration of variable. According to it will be automatically assigned the value. Just you have to remember. In between, one equal operator here. See, multiple variables with the multiple data types you can declare in a one sequence, and the sequence you have to follow with the way you are declaring a variable, that value you are separating with the comma will be assigned to same variable. So naming variable conversion, a variable name can be contain letter, digit and underscore. Other characters, no other characters you are supposed to allowed here. And variable name must be start with the alphabet and underscore, that previously I already discussed about it. A variable name cannot contain a space. Always, just I'm talking of first name, first and name should not space between. And keyword cannot be used as a variable name. A variable name are case sensitive. Num capital and num small are different. A variable name should be short and meaningful. See here, and these are third with the starting beginning with the 3, roll number, first name, space is given, this is a invalid, and d dot o dot b, this is also invalid, while is a invalid. So here, input and output. A Python provide a 3 function for getting user inputs, that you know input function. So it is used to get the data in a script mode. Input function get the data in a script mode, but you have to remember it. Whatever you are getting value in a input mode, so that is a string type. So the input function take a string as a argument. Whatever you will get a value by using input with the help of keyboard you are applying in it, so that is a string type. It always return a value in a string type. Next, so these can be converted into a int, float, eval. So if you want to wish the whatever numeric value you have inputted by the input statement, input function, so first you need to convert these with the, if according to your requirement, int integer type, float will be decimal, and eval also integer type. Any string value will be converted into a numeric. So first, int is a function. It is used to convert input string value to the numeric value, and float function convert the fetching value in a float type, and eval any string. Suppose anything you are writing in a double quotes, any number 10, 20, 30 you have enclosed in a double quotes. Now you want to convert into a number. So by using eval, you can convert just like a whatever you are using int, same apply, you have to input with the eval. So this function is used to evaluate the value of a string to number. It takes an input as a string and evaluate this string as a number and return the numeric result. So see here example, n1, n2, these are variables which I am getting first number and second number. Here third variable sum equal n1 plus n2. I am printing here. What happens if I have inputted 10 here, 20? What happens? Both will be 10 and 20 will be display. Why? Because only input function I have used here. Whatever I am getting in a input by input function, that is a string type. So I am getting here 10, here 20. Both the value will be display with the 10, 20, not a 30. So it is a string argument. So same thing I am converting into a numeric. So n1, n2 both are a variables I am getting with the eval. So first number I am getting second number. This will be converted into a eval number to string to number. So here I'll plus 10 and 20. It result will be 30. And same with the int functions n1, n2. So it is a by default it will take a integer value, not a string, because int function is applied here. So in this you have to remember, first this is a input part will be closed first, and then integer functions bracket will be closed. Inner and outer both bracket you need to close here. So whenever we apply for a plus, minus, multiply, divide, any operator you are applying, according to it, it will display the value result. So that calculate the simple interest. P for a principal amount, R for rate I am getting here, T for time period. So SI is a float, as a declare float 0.0 is a given. So how to calculate simple interest? SI equal P into R into T upon 100. This is a formula you have to use to make a calculate a simple interest. Print simple interest. SI is a printing here. So small program you need to practice first. This already you have done. So without wasting time, I am sharing with the list and tuple also. List and dictionary. So here I'll discuss about the list. So list, what is list? It is a sequence in an object. Sequence is in an object that contains a multiple items of a data. Multiple item in it. A sequence may have a repeated items in list, and number of elements are called length of the sequence. How many elements you are applying in that? So that is called number of element, which is separated with the comma. See sequence in a Python, which is a sequence you have to use in a Python: list, dictionary, string, tuple that is not in your part, and sets. First we'll discuss about the list. So a list is a collection of item, and each item has its own index. Index means whatever you are assigning a value that beginning with the 0 index. So each elements have its index value, and the items in the list can be any type, such as a string, integer, float. In a one variable you can declare multiple data types. So item in a list can be multiple types. Item elements are enclosed in a square bracket. In a list, remember, array also, that is a square bracket, don't confuse. Array is just like a list, but in array, so difference between an array and list: array is a homogeneous element, list is a heterogeneous, means in this list you can apply a multiple data types here, and in a array only one data type will be shared in a different index. So here we are discussing about the list. Index of first item in a 0 and last item in a -1 last. N means length of the string. See here, these are called index. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 index. 5 elements are there. These values are stored in a list. And remember one thing, one which is a top, this is a positive index. In bottom, it is a negative index. Remember it. 0 to last -1, and here you have to give the negative index last value as a -1, second last is a -2. Repeat it with the last will be whatever your element size will be there. So according to this, these are a index in a list. So how to create a list? First, list name equal, this is a empty. List underscore name, any name you can, list name can be any, equal is a assignment operator. This is a empty, square bracket means this is an empty list. By using program, you can input value in a list. Creating a list, each list are enclosed in a sequence square bracket, and each item is separated by comma. Each item will be separated with the comma. List, see here, list 1, this is a list 1 name equal English comma Hindi comma, these are a string value which is enclosed in a single quotation. These are a year is written here, numbers numeric. So list 2, 11, 22, these value, and list 3, A, B, C, D. So any value you can assign in a list, any name you can assign in a list. So with the equal operator, this will, all the value will be, different index will be assigned to particular list variable. So accessing a element in a list, list item can be accessed using the index position. That is a, see here, list is a variable name here, list name equal is a assignment operator 3, 5, 9. So here how to get the value? So 3 in a 0th position, 5 in a first position, 9 is a second position. If I want to retrieve a value, you can give the slices also, direct index number also, print list 0. 0 means 3 will be printed. 0 in a first position, 0 position, that value is a 3. See here. And print first, list first, that is a 5 will be printed in a first position. If I am talking about the 2, print 2, list with the 2, so 9 will be printed. If you want to wish the negative number, so -1 means, what is -1? This one, -1, 9 will be printed, -2, 5 will be printed, -3, 3 will be printed. Negative value from this side, -1, -2, -3. So print with the print command, negative value you can print with the last will be -1, -2, -3. So you can print, access the value according positive index or negative index. Now traversing in a list, see here, using in operator. In is a membership operator, in and not in there. So see here, list 7, this is a list name. So here list 7 is a name. A in a single quotation, E, I, O, these vowels are separated with the comma enclosed in a single quotation. Now I have to check whatever this is a present in a list or not. For I in list 7, for I in list 7, this is a loop and in operator. So I is present here. So I, you need to write in a single quotation here. This means this is a wrong. For I in a single quotation in list 7, any list name. So I is present here. Whenever you will print here, it will display true. It display the true and false value in a membership operator. In and not in is a membership operator. It is present in a list So it will display true. Another range function is also there. Range function list 1 equal a, e, I, o, u. These are values assigned to list 1. For I in range beginning with the 0, and it will take a length. What is the length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So a length will be 5. So print list I. Whatever I is a that is a in a repeated value, it will display value total equal length list 1. It is displaying with the range function you have already done. So print number of characters are total. How many characters are there in a range? It will display the total. So time is running out.